Good morning vlog. Yes, I'm still in bed. I'm still recovering from COVID. Although I do have a cold sore on my nose now, thanks to all the rubbing of the tissue. But anyway, I'm popping on to say I didn't vlog much yesterday at all because it was just not a great day up here for me. But what I did do, so for context, this is Thursday now. On Tuesday night, I dyed my hair. So I will insert that little time lapse here. So much regrowth. It looks real bad from the back, eh? Silence from the cameraman. In terms of how you can see, I don't know if you can see in this light. So this is the dyed part of my hair, and this is the non-dyed part of my hair. So it's the same box dye, but this is lightened up, and actually I quite like the dimension it adds. And then once I did that, I dried my hair and I gave myself a bit of a fringe cut, so I'll insert that. Oh, okay, above the eyebrows, that's the goal. Hang on. Get lost. And then I want to do some shaping. So, because it used to be way more shaggy, and now it's got this, and then it's kind of the. So, here we go. I want more though, give me more. Because when I tie it up, see, this is the thing, when I tie it up, I have this gap, and this gap annoys me. Why am I whispering? Alright, so. Alright, and then I've got a bit more of a moment. Alright, so I'm happy with this, and when I tie my hair back, I've got a bit more like this, but now I've got these top parts here, which are just do you see what I mean though? It's boom, then yeah, I'm just chopping my hair, and it's I'm just laughing at myself, really.
Why are you crying?
I'm not crying, I'm laughing. Immediate. That's what I want. That's what I want. Apologies to all hairdressers out there, though. Oh, there's hair everywhere. I don't need a hairdresser anymore, babe. I've got myself and these pair of scissors. Okay. And my shower. I am happy with this. But yesterday I also finished reading Aristotle and Dante Dive into the Waters of the Wild, and let me tell you, it was emotional. So whilst I get changed for the day and actually get dressed for the first time in 4 days, you can watch that unfold. two things. I'm still in my PJs because I've decided I'm just going to hibernate and live voraciously, get out of this cabin fever through Aristotle and Dante. And I tidied up my bedroom. So this is like the one room that isn't a mushroom shed. So this is where I'm going to be hanging until I finish my book and have the energy to do things. Also, I remember saying that when I blow my nose heaps, I get like sores. I don't know if you can see this. I don't know if it's TMI. But I have a cold sore now, which honestly is very frustrating, but I kind of knew was coming. So it is what it is. It's almost the worst part about me getting sick at any point. Like, I can kind of deal with the runny nose and the headaches and the croaky voice and all of that stuff. The most frustrating part is having to deal with the cold sore, because then you kind of get better, are on the mend, but you've got this to deal with for another week, and it's just so frustrating. But anyway, in terms of where I am up to in this book, I am up to page 262, so pretty much bang on halfway, and I'm determined I'm just going to sit here. By the way, look at all this stuff on my bedside table. Anyway, I'm going to delve into this. Should I say dive into this? I'm literally about to cry. The thing happened. I'll tell you right now that Dante didn't die. But what Ari lost, it just happened, and oh my god. Oh, a book hasn't made me cry in so long. It's so tragic. That has to be my favourite book this year. I cannot think of any book that would top this. A brilliant piece of artwork. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, okay. So emotional. What do I do now? Be such a good fiancé. I can't go in and get my books, but I've had 3 books come in on hold, and so he's going to like go into the library and pick them up for me. Ah, such a good boy. I'm really excited to show you one of them, because it's actually the book I really want to read today. It's a novella. See if you can guess what it is. It's part of a series. Actually, is it a novella? Weird. Is it a novella? Is a novella specifically 100 pages or less? Or is it 200 pages or less? I think it'll be around the 200 page mark. Anyway, oh yeah, I didn't do too bad of a job on my fringe. She's looking fine. And then the other 2 are for a secret mission video idea. There is someone walking past me, and I still have not gotten into the habit of like public vlogging. She's like right in front of the car. Okay. I literally, by the way, kind of got not dressed up, but I put on an actual fit just to sit in the car. So go me. Yesterday was a rough day mentally, but today is going to be a better day. I think yesterday Titus was at work all day, so I just felt super alone. I know that there's something to be said for, you know, codependence and stuff, but when you're sick and it's dark and it's quiet and you don't really have much to do, I don't know, it can get me down, but we're good, and we're going to get bubble tea too, so I'm excited for that. So that, my friends, is the meter reader, and we did not pay for parking. Titus! Okay, he's walking the other direction. That's it, good sir. Keep going that way, please. There he is. Good boy. Oh, I love this man so much. Look at that gold he's carrying. Get it. Get it. Get it. Get it. Get it. Get it. Hey, okay, apologies for like this little ridge down here. It's where the car thingy bumps out, but here's the little library hall. There are people in the jewellery shop opposite me, and I'm gonna talk anyway. But I decided I'm gonna show you all of them anyway, because the other 2, out of context, I'd be really interested to see if you could guess it. But anyway, the book for this vlog is Where the Drowned Girls Go. Did anyone guess that? It's only 180 pages. It's the next book in the There's Someone Walking Past, Keep Talking, Bethany, They Don't Know You. This is the next book in the Way with Children series. I was actually looking at that big spreadsheet where I have all of my YouTube plans, and I realised that the next book in the series was due to be out at the beginning, I think it was, of this year, and I really wanted to keep on top of this series when they came out, because no doubt it's going to be a really long series, and I do really like them. So I'm really excited. This is going to be the next book I read. And then, oh, okay, which one should I show you first? They're both kind of in the same genre, I get the vibe. The first one here is Evelyn Waugh's Brideshead Revisited. This looks really thick, but it's actually decently spaced out on the words. Now, this is a classic, and I don't actually know much about it because, I mean, let's be honest, I saw it in something and wanted it for the video. So I do need to go in and look up a bit more about what that is about. It's the Sacred and Profane Memories of Captain Charles Ryder. Oh, so it's like almost like a diary. Okay. I have no idea who Captain Charles Ryder is, but I'm sure I will do some research and find out. And the next one is the Iliad. And can I just show you this library edition? It has gold edges, and the paper's like Bible paper almost. It's very thin, not quite like Bible paper. And it has a little ribbon. And this will, weirdly enough, be my second Homer of the year, because I did read the Odyssey earlier this year. Again, I don't actually know what the Iliad's about. Oh, hang on. Something about Troy, Trojan princes, Helen, Hera, Athena, Aphrodite, Menelaus, Achilles. Okay, so it's like a Greek, something Greeky, which makes sense because it's Homer. I am nervous about reading this though, because it's 500 pages and very small writing, but I'll just like chip away at it, I think. But those, yeah. So. Oh wait, can I take the cover off? Okay, no, it's not very nice under the cover. You don't need to see that. So these are the two for a mystery video coming up, and then this is today's book. Oh. Let's see if I can do this without messing it up. Oh, I almost messed it up. Okay, team, I have my hot honey milk bubble tea because I'm feeling a bit cold today and obviously still in recuperation mode. Oh, that just feels so good on my throat. But just to briefly talk about this, if you are unfamiliar, which I kind of doubt it to be honest, because it is quite a popular series. Basically, it's like a travelling, multi-dimensional fantasy where each book is set in a different world or at the home for wayward children, and each child kind of discovers a doorway in their youth and goes through it, and it takes them to a different dimension which is kind of catered just for them. And the worlds are on different spectrums of, like, I can't think of the right word, like madness, like logical and illogical worlds and stuff, I think. And each book follows a different character and tells their story, so you can imagine how this series has room to have heaps and heaps of books in it. And then we have, what was I going to say? And then, like, the home itself is for all the children who have come back from these worlds and find it really hard to assimilate back into reality. And so that's what it is. Shannon does a really good job of having really cool world building style, writing styles. She's just really good. So yeah, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, the 7th one. So there's heaps there, and they're quick reads because they are pretty short. So that's the thing. I'm going to eat my pizza. I've got leftover pizza here. Put on some booktube, and I'll read some. Just picked up Where the Drowned Girls Go, and like I say just picked up because I just opened the first page, and I never realised how many books Shauna Maguire has actually written. She's also written under the pseudonym Mira Grant and as A. Deborah Baker. And like she's written, so hang on, how many books? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Wait, let me say it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120, 121, 122, 123, 124, 125, 126, 127, 128, 129, 130, 131, 132, 133, if I counted right, 59. 59 books. Wait, she wrote Into the Drowning Deep? Wait, hang on, let me research. Oh, that's familiar. Into the Drowning Deep, this book, I've had on my TBR for a while, and it's Mira Grant, which is also her. So, like, what? I didn't know that. Okay. Let's make a stat. First chapter down, quick first impression. I didn't know that they had pictures. I couldn't actually remember if the other ones had pictures, but checking it's in focus. Yeah, you can see that awesome illustration there. That's really cool illustration. This one's definitely a lot more dark. We're following a character. I don't want to give too much away because obviously it's like, what did I say? The 8th book in the series. But the character we're following this one is Cora. Her previous world was one where she was a mermaid. And since she's come back from that world, she has been in a different world where she didn't have such a pleasant experience with water. And now she's come back and she's like quite depressed, quite sad, quite morose, not happy at all on Earth, and she keeps having these intense nightmares, and she's going to transfer to a different school. So for the first time in the series, we're going to see a different school. So far so good. Vivid as ever. I'm not surprised. Yeah. Age 35 part 2. Oh, I should have stretched first. It's all done. She's at the new school. It's feeling very dark academic. Love a good school setting. This one is feeling slightly creepy, so I'm enjoying that atmosphere. But I'm going to put you guys in time-lapse mode because I want to tidy up the house a little bit. Yep. Let's do this! I feel like I have honestly just run a marathon doing all of that housework, but I'm really happy it's done. Having a clear space, what's that saying? Tidy house, tidy mind. I genuinely feel that. And I'm going to try and keep myself feeling uplifted as Titus has gone to work now, by going back to the bedroom, where again it's the lightest room in the house, at every time of day, getting under the covers, and I'm going to read. I've got my caramel apple, and my goal is to make it at least halfway before picking up the phone again, because I keep getting distracted by my phone when I read at the moment. I need to almost build my reading muscles up again. Reading is a muscle, so like my ability to focus as I read. I need to plug you guys in. See you in a second. Okay, reading update. I have just come back to the living room because the heater is down here, and I found my tripod, so now I can like stabilize it and not have it at a bad angle. Making great progress in this. Page 116, part 4. I believe I'm up to the last part, or the second to last part. There's literally only, quick maths, 34 pages left to go. So yeah, I must be up to the last part. It's just no surprises. I'm really enjoying it. I don't think, however, it's going to be a 5-star read. And I mean, it depends how it all ends. I'll get into it. But I will say that the intended age audience for this novel I find kind of interesting. In my personal town library, they have it shelved under adult fantasy. But I honestly think it's fine for young adult and new adult. Oh, I just realised I never put back on my ring after doing the dishes. My back. Like, you see some of the things when you read young adult, like A Court of Thorns and Roses, the sex scenes in those, and that's called young adult. You know, and there's a lot of quite graphic ideas and stuff in young adult, so I feel like it's totally fair to say that this series is also young adult. This book in particular does have a lot of fat phobia in it, because our main character is what we would call, you know, a curvaceous young woman, and she gets fat shamed from a very young age, and as a result, this isn't a spoiler, this is in the first few pages, just background, character background, she does try to commit suicide. That's how she found the door to enter her original world. So, dark topics, 100%, but I do think young adults could still read this and learn a lot from it, especially if they are someone who has fat shamed people in the past. It would be a good lesson to them to see how it affects them. I don't want to read the rest of it right now though. I just want to pause from it. I don't want to like absolutely chew through it too much. So I do have a few trade me parcels to package up for people who have paid me, and then I'm going to I think I'll do a bit of editing. So that was a pair of jeans, a pair of pants and a pair of gym leggings. Off to a new home. I know I could never, ever be my own... I mean, I say never ever. I totally could, I reckon, be an entrepreneur with my own business. But right now I'm happy where I am, you know, having a boss, not having to be responsible for every little part of the team. Especially, you know, educational setting. Whew. But I love the idea, like, I just love packaging up my old clothes and sending them off to a new home. I sell them real cheap. I'm not saying this to, like, I don't know. What am I trying to compute, Bethany? Yes, I could donate things. But, I mean, I'm not rich, so any bit of money is appreciated. But I also love knowing that I just love sending it off to a new home. And I do sell things really cheap. If you're a Kiwi, you know about Trade Me. It's basically the eBay of New Zealand, is how I always describe it. And I think sometimes the second-hand prices can be quite a lot of money. In my mind, if I sell something on Trade Me, a quarter of the price of what I paid for it is what I would list it for. So for example, I bought some Levi jeans and they were about $110. I know, a bit of a splurge a few years ago, and I wore them. But I've stopped wearing like classic jeans in that style. I just didn't like them anymore. I say this, you'll see in a few weeks, in a few vlogs, I did buy a bunch of denim. But just that jean, I wasn't wearing them anymore. So rather than hoarding it, I sold it, and I think I listed it for maybe $25 for a pair of Levi's, which I don't think is too bad. And then also, I just like knowing it's just not going in a trash anywhere. Someone's gonna love it. I have a lot more clothes to sell though. Especially before we go to Australia. We want to live in an apartment. Well, we literally had this conversation last night, Ty and I. We're going to try to get a 2-bed apartment so that we have a bedroom, and then literally the other room is going to be a library, gaming, study, walk-in wardrobe room. It's just our lifestyle. I could never be a minimalist. I reckon in some aspects I could actually. Sorry, I've got a pimple I keep like fiddling with. I don't reckon I could be a minimalist in my wardrobe because I just love having options. But in other areas of my life, I do think I could be. Like, I'm kind of getting that way with my books. Honestly, I reckon, stay tuned for me mass selling like 80% of my books because I just don't want to take them all with me. I've really realised that the past 2 years of collecting books have been really fun, but I talked about this in my previous unhaul videos. Not purely, but a lot of it has just been consumerism and feeling like I needed bookshelves behind me to be a booktuber or a bookfluencer. Anyway, I'm digressing. On with the vlog. Good evening, team. My apologies if you can hear the heat pump. It's just outside this external wall, like right here, and it's so loud. But I'm in the kitchen. It's 10 o'clock. Titus is in bed sleeping. He's got an early shift tomorrow morning, and I joined him. Like, I went to bed too, and I did some reading. But I couldn't get to sleep. It's just too early for me to sleep at the moment, so I got up to make myself a dessert. But like I said, I finished reading. I think I'm gonna give this 4 stars, but I'm kind of hovering between the 3.5 to 4. I'll put up a star rating on here when I've decided what exactly it is I want to give it. I think this is a thing for series for me all the time as well. Hang on, I'm gonna get dessert on the way whilst I talk book with you. I'm gonna make like a microwavable sponge pudding with hot custard because I felt like custard for the longest time. 25 grams of butter, 1/8 of a cup of sugar. Half a cup of flour. Half a teaspoon of baking powder. Quarter cup of milk. 1 egg. So yeah, that was like, the thing with being this far into a series, and you guys have probably experienced this as well, especially if you are a series reader, when all of the ideas and concepts and everything is quite similar to what you've already experienced in the series, it can get a little bit boring. And although this world, this book takes place in a different setting to what I've already seen, and I guess the whole series, like each book takes place in a different world that I haven't seen, I can't help but feel like it's the same thing. You know, you have a hero or a monster, you've got like some sort of plot where the children escape or do something, and it's starting to feel the littlest bit monotonous, hence why I'm hesitating to give it even 4 stars, because although yes, I read it quickly in one day, I mean, it was a short book. Yes, I am a girl that eats raw batter. Call me disgusting, I don't mind. You know what, I can't find it in me to be bothered making custard, so I think I'll just have pud. And then you microwave it for about 1.5 minutes and then you check in on it. Oh, sorry, by the way, it is cooked. I literally just put maple syrup on it. I am disgustingly indulgent in this sense, but I don't care. So yeah, that's where I'm at with the Drowned Girls. And I think the more I talk about it, the more I'm thinking it's a 3.5 stars out of 5. I don't know, it's just decent, but it wasn't like wow for me. Hot. So good though. So I finished that, and then I actually started The Secret History. That's a lie. Continued reading The Secret History. So this one, I finished chapter 1, which was like 50 pages, and this is a book club pick for school. I think I've mentioned it a few times. Mentioned it in the very first COVID vlog. It's been staring at me on my bedside table for ages, and with me being away from school, the deadline for reading this keeps getting pushed back and back, but I'm hoping I can see the kids next week. Sorry, young women next week. So I kept reading it, and I'm now on to page, I'm trying to open it without like opening it, you know, 92, and I still haven't finished chapter 2. The chapters in this are so long, and that's literally why I haven't been picking it up. The chapters are so long, and although there's like you know, like gaps in between the paragraphs, so like page breaks and stuff, it still doesn't feel like you progress through it very much. And also I found the beginning really slow, but I've just reached a point, if you're familiar with the novel, it's where the friends are all over at somebody's aunt's manor house, and it's apparently the point where things change, and I can feel that in that the characters starting to get to know each other a lot more. I have no idea what The Breakfast Club is about. Well, no, let me rephrase. I have never seen a Breakfast Club, so I don't fully know what it's about, but for some reason this gives me Breakfast Club vibes. Don't ask me why, I'm totally unqualified to say that, seeing as I've not finished this book or watched The Breakfast Club. But I think I've finally hit a point where I'm enjoying it, and I think this is going to be my read for the rest of the weekend. With that being said, I'm gonna eat my pud, and I think I'm gonna call this the end of the vlog because it's already past half an hour of footage, and my phone kind of is pooping out recently. So you guys know I edit on my phone, film on my phone, but I've also been editing on my phone ever since I got a new phone because I broke my last phone. That makes sense. And today, for some reason, it stopped letting me add in music. I don't know why, but I finally figured out how to transfer files from this to my laptop. So if you see the editing style change a little bit, that's why in the future vlogs, and even this vlog a little bit maybe, I don't know. That's just where I'm at with it all. So yeah, I think the next vlog might be the last COVID vlog, because tomorrow is technically my last day, I think, where I have to stay inside. And then on Saturday I can go outside. I need to double check, but I'm pretty certain I'm correct. And then on Saturday we're going to go see a mate's rugby game, and I want to go thrifting and just get out. So I think I want my last COVID vlog to be my very last day, plus my very first day back out in reality. So yeah, thank you so much for making it to the end. I know this vlog has had a few random conversations, but I hope you've enjoyed it nonetheless. Not letting my imposter syndrome get to me. And enjoy all the places you go on your own reading adventures, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!